When we look at galaxies, they spin so fast that centrifugal forces should tear them apart. To explain this, physicists point to an invisible glue, dark matter. But what if we don't need a mysterious, undetected particle? What if all that extra mass is just a misunderstanding of Einstein's laws of relativity? A fringe hypothesis has gained traction online, arguing that extreme speeds of ordinary stars near a galactic core trigger a phenomenon called relativistic mass dilation. According to this idea, as matter gets closer to the speed of light, its mass essentially becomes infinite. The hypothesis claims that instead of staying confined to a star, this mass enters a non-local state, smearing out across space and forming a massive halo. If you follow this logic, dark matter is not an elusive particle that we can't detect. It is simply an optical illusion, a mathematical glitch triggered by extreme velocity. If this theory held up to scrutiny, it would mean the astrophysics community has spent the last several decades and billions of dollars chasing after a particle that simply does not exist. To test this claim, we have to look at the actual math of galactic orbits. Stars typically whip around their galactic centers at roughly 220 to 250 kilometers per second. That sounds incredibly fast. This animated diagram shows what happens when we compare that orbital speed to the speed of light. Because light travels at 300,000 kilometers per second, the ratio is a fraction of a percent. When you plug that ratio into the Lorentz factor, the equation we use to calculate relativistic time dilation and mass increase, the result is roughly 1.0000003. Looking further at this chart, you can see that microscopic factor translates to a relativistic effect of just 0.00003%. To actually explain the rotation curves we observe in most galaxies, you would need an apparent gravitational boost of 500 to 1,000%. The relativistic effect falls short by millions of magnitudes. The mathematical shortfall is compounded by a basic misunderstanding of spacetime. In both special and general relativity, objects must follow strictly localized continuous paths known as worldlines. You cannot spontaneously smear mass across a galaxy. Moving at near light speeds does cause visual distortions, something known as Terrell-Penrose rotation. But as this simulation shows, that only changes how an object looks to a camera. It does not cause a solid object to melt its mass into a non-local cloud. The math of relativity is millions of times too weak to fake a dark matter halo, and the actual laws of physics explicitly prohibit mass from behaving that way. Supporters of the illusion theory often try to borrow authority from a 1939 paper by Albert Einstein. In it, he modeled a stationary group of orbiting particles, an Einstein cluster, to argue that physical stars could not be compressed down into a singularity, or what we now call a black hole. Einstein found that as these simulated orbits got closer to the event horizon, the particles would have to exceed the speed of light to maintain their stability. Because objects with mass cannot reach the speed of light, he concluded that black holes could not physically exist. He was pointing out anomalies in the specific coordinate system he was using to try and disprove the existence of event horizons. That paper had absolutely nothing to do with dark matter or the rotational speeds of galaxies. Later that very same year, J. Robert Oppenheimer and Snyder published a paper proving Einstein's assumptions wrong. They showed that dynamic, moving gravitational collapse absolutely does create event horizons. Using Einstein's 1939 coordinate anomalies to claim dark matter is a mathematical illusion ignores decades of proven modern astrophysics. There's one definitive logical test for any alternative gravity model. If dark matter is merely a universal mathematical illusion caused by relativity, then every single galaxy of a similar mass must exhibit this exact same illusion. Recently, astronomers using the Keck Observatory studied a region called the NGC 1052 field. They found ultra-diffuse galaxies named DF2, DF4, and DF9. When researchers measured the kinematics of DF9, they found that its stars had an incredibly low velocity dispersion. They were moving at only 6.5 kilometers per second relative to one another. This side-by-side comparison chart illustrates the discrepancy. A standard dwarf galaxy on the left expects a high velocity dispersion due to a dark matter halo. On the right, DF9's tiny 6.5 kilometer per second reading perfectly matches the gravitational pull of its visible stars alone. meaning DF9 has absolutely zero dark matter. This all happens through the bullet-dwarf mechanism. When two gas-rich dwarf galaxies collide head-on at high speeds, their collisionless dark matter halos pass straight through each other like ghosts. Meanwhile, the interstellar gas clouds crash together electromagnetically, drag against each other, and are violently stripped away from their halos. That stranded, stripped gas eventually cools down and collapses under its own gravity. The result is a linear trail of brand-new dwarf galaxies that are full of stars, but entirely devoid of dark matter. We see this exact same physical separation happening on a much larger scale in giant galaxy clusters, like the famous bullet cluster shown here. The brightly colored gas clouds have physically separated from the bulk of the surrounding mass. The existence of galaxies like DF9 breaks any theory that relies on a universal mathematical glitch. You cannot turn a mathematical illusion off for some galaxies and leave it on for others. Because dark matter can be physically separated from normal matter and left behind in cosmic collisions, we know it is not an error in an equation. It is a real, tangible substance shaping our universe. Dive deeper into the hidden secrets that shape our reality. Click the subscribe button, activate the bell, and see you in the next scientific investigation, only on TEMBODocs.